Observatree, the citizen science project, has 24 pests and diseases that we ask people to keep a special eye out for. We call those our priority pests and diseases. And one of those is plain lacebug. And as the name suggests, this lives on plane trees and it's native to North America, but sometime it made its way into France and Italy. Accidental introduction, and it's crept its way across Europe, and we're keeping a strong eye out for it here. So it was found in 2006 in Bedfordshire on a nursery, but that was successfully eradicated, thankfully. Now, unfortunately, last year someone was coming back from the Natural History Museum and noticed a little bug creeping on their rucksack and took a picture, and through the joys of the internet it was quickly identified as plain lacebug, so that hit the red button for us here at Forest Research. A team was deployed to check it out, and they confirmed very quickly, yep, this is plain lacebug. So this was found at several populations throughout London. It's one of our priority pests, but what does it do to the trees? So it's a sap sucker, essentially. So they live underneath the leaves, and once there, they stick their mouth parts into the tree and they suck out sap. Now, if there are just a few of them, not a big problem, but as numbers build up, that starts to take a toll on the tree. Now, the big effect really is aesthetic. So you get like a stippling of dots on the leaf and some premature browning and premature leaf fall. And that's where the real problem is, because that leaf fall then reduces the shade, and that can interfere with temperature regulation in our cities. And trees are a really important way of keeping our cities cool. If you're going to look for this, you need to know what you're looking for. And these bugs are not very big. The adults are about 4 millimeters long, so you need to be quite close to the leaves to have a look. And as the name suggests, they're lacy. So they have this beautiful, quite pretty little things, lacy appearance. So white with some dark brown markings. They're almost always found underneath the plane tree leaves and along the veins. That's where they like to feed on the sap. Now, alongside them, you'll probably find the larvae as well, and these look very different. They look like little aliens. They're black and spiky, and they go through about 5 or 6 molts before they become the adults. So if you find those two things side by side, you're on a fairly good bet you're looking at plain lacebug. Our volunteers are all trained to be expert observers. That's the really important thing. They are skilled, trained eyes out on the ground. So when, for example, we heard that the plain lacebug had been found in London, but we didn't know exactly where else it might be, we were able to mobilise our volunteers, who are countrywide, from the far north right down into the southwest of England, across to Wales, way up in Scotland, and get them to go and look at plane trees in their area and look for the classic telltale symptoms. Now, importantly, we also asked them to report back if they didn't find it, because it's really useful for us to know where a tree has been looked at but nothing was found. So we only had one volunteer who found it, which was a relief. Good news, but we will be asking them to go out again this season once the trees come into leaf to start looking again for it and build up our distribution map. Any of you can report this plain lacebug as well. So our reporting system is called Tree Alert, and anyone can access that and make a report. To make the report, you need to know what you're identifying, and Observatree has a fantastic array of resources, including some downloadable field guides, and that will give you all of the signs and symptoms, and also some lookalikes which you could confuse with plain lacebug. So once you know you've got your plain lacebug, you can go onto Tree Alert and make a report.